Welcome to Learn It, a series of digital scrapbooking tutorials by Studio Wendy at Scrapbook Graphics. Today we're going to be looking at Stack It, which is an action to help you quickly layer and stack a photo and bend it. There are two versions to Stack It. The first one uses the warp feature, which is a little bit troublesome for some older programs, and the second one uses the shear feature. So if you have trouble with the first one, just go to the second one or use them both for a little bit of a different effect. There's a horizontal and vertical version for each one, and my photo is horizontal, so I'm just going to click the horizontal action in the Actions palette and press play. Elements users need to be sure that they have a blank document already open. Here's a little message telling you about the action and letting you know that you're going to be asked to resize your image in a minute. Press continue, find the photo that you want to use, and click open. The photo is going to be opened up on your screen. If you see your image like this and you don't see the control handles to resize it, just press Command minus or Command Option minus until you can see them. Then you can grab them and hold Shift. Elements users don't have to hold Shift when using one of the more recent versions. Holding Shift just makes it so that the image will resize proportionally. So when you get your image placed exactly where you want it, you can click and drag it around as well. Just press Enter or Function Return to apply it. You'll see the action here added a border and some shadows, and then we're going to be alerted here that we're going to be warping our shadow and photo on the next couple of screens. So press Continue. The default comes up here, but if you want, you can Command or Control click these corner handles and you can adjust them anywhere you want them. When you're happy with it, press Control Enter, and again here comes up the next screen and you can Control click on these and adjust them as well. When you're happy with it, press Function Return or Enter. Then you'll be prompted to save your image. You can rename it and press Save. Now you're ready to take this whole stack and put it right on your layout. I'm going to close out of this and demonstrate the alternate action over here. I'm going to select the horizontal again and press play. I'll select the same photo, and again I need to resize it till I'm happy with it. Press Function Return or Enter. And we get the same message that we're going to adjust our shear settings here. Now in this case, what we're doing here is we have 3 anchors and we're going to be adjusting these anchors. The farther you pull these anchors away from this center point, it will affect how much of a bend we're getting. On the shadow layer, we want to adjust the top and bottom ones only. Press OK. Then we'll be prompted to do the same thing with the photo layer, and on this one you want to leave the top and bottom ones at the 0 mark here, and you want to adjust just the center one. And again, the more you pull it out, the more of a bend you're going to get. This really doesn't take a very big movement here to get a good effect. So when you're happy with that, press OK. On the next screen, we need to align the shadow with the photo. So press Continue, and I'm going to zoom in and show you what I mean here. The action attempts to do it for you, but you might have to make a slight adjustment. If you go over too far, you end up seeing some of that shadow on the left. You don't really want to see that for this to be a more realistic look. So you want to bump this over to the right just enough so that you just see none or maybe just a hair of a sliver of the shadow there. When you're happy with the placement, press Enter, Function Return, and then you'll be prompted to move the entire top layer with the shadow. You can offset it if you want, you can move it up higher or lower, just position it where you want it to be. And press Enter, Function Return. And again, you're prompted to save the photo here And now you're able to take this and copy it right onto your layout. That is all there is to Stack It 1. And I hope you've enjoyed this action. Look for more actions by Studio Wendy at Scrapbook Graphics soon. Thank you. Happy scrapping!